talking about today. Again, guys, I'm always do my best. My team and I always do our best to bring value through Genomics. Okay. Um, so I have a. Let me make sure I mute myself real quick on this one. All right, perfect. So today we're talking about structure. This says, I have my notes. You guys already know this. I'm not ashamed to admit that I have notes up and going. So I'm going to read notes while I do this. And I'm actually missing one. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Where did my notes go? Where the heck happened to my notes? Okay, here we go. All right. Cuckoo choo choo. So what is structure? Structure is Val told me to not to forget or to not forget to say what structure is. I don't remember what she told me to say. So if it's not on my script or on my notes, I don't remember. I won't remember. I got way too many things on my mind, which is perfect segue into what structure looks like, guys. You know, as a CEO or the business owner, even the manager, or even an employee, there's so much sometimes that you have to do that, like, how do you say, if it's not duplicatable or there's no clarity, I think that's what she wanted me to say. If it's not duplicatable, meaning that like you can't do it, it's not a system that you do every day, you're gonna forget, right? Well, oh my goodness, who keeps calling me? Ay, Chihuahua. All right, what I'm trying to say is this, guys, is that there's habits you're gonna have to build in your business, and then there's systems and processes you're gonna have to build in your business. And then when things like you're getting calls there, you're getting emails, you're getting messages, it without the lack, without having structure, those things will make you feel like you're crumbling, right? I hope that makes sense. You know, business is unpredictable sometimes in a sense of what fires you're going to have to put out that day. So as long as you're putting out a fire, right? Massive, big, small, or sorry, small, medium, or large fires, doesn't matter because you have a structure in place that's you can like tell, you know, this person, hey, can you handle this today, right? And they know how to handle it because you've already established that structure. So I have a few things I want to talk about, guys. This is something that helped me scale, by the way, guys. If you are trying to scale your business, I know there's a lot of gurus out there that are saying, give me $50,000 and I'll help you make whatever. That's not the case right now, okay? If you are listening to this and you're like, how do I scale? Honestly, when I started to scale, it wasn't because I invested $50,000 into a guru, who, by the way, probably wasn't even scaling themselves. Well, I guess it is. I mean, it's a scam. So, you know, if they're able to get 5 people to make, you know, pay them $50,000, well, they made a lot of money. So anyways, you know, I can't hate on that. But my point is this, guys, is I lost my point. That's my point. I lost it. Oh yeah. When I started to systematize and have a structure and a daily checklist and a daily process and blah, 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 and just overall like a habitual routine, my business started going very smooth. Oh, I'm talking to that. I always forget I'm on Zoom here. I'm so used to my phone doing lives on my phone, guys. So I apologize. You guys are probably getting weird angles because I can't even see myself because I have my scripts up. But what do you call it? What I'm trying to say is that once I became habitual with my day-to-day things I had to do, they're called, what do I call them? I call them non-negotiables. Non-negotiables is a great way to start structuring your day, okay, and how your business goes. But anyways, I'll talk about that more later. What having structure in your business looks like: staying organized, having systems in place, and creating a flow in your brand. Oh, pretty much everything I just said. Okay, cool. What is staying organized look like? Guys, I am the most disorganized person ever. If it wasn't for my head being attached to my neck, I would lose it. People know I will lose my keys. Like, I literally have my keys and I'm putting them on the table and they disappear. They just disappear. I don't know how that happens. I guess I'm a wizard, but you're a wizard, Harry. But my point is, like, I will lose everything, and that's just stuff, paperwork and emails. Oh, forget about it. So staying organized maybe means you have someone who can be organized for you, right? I have somebody who's amazing at organization, and she keeps me accountable. Actually, I have a few people, excuse me, on my team, that my strong suit is not organization. My strong suit is delegating, coming up with the business, coming up with the plan for the business, executing the, how do you say, the 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 steps that will that, like, how do you say, executing the now or the today's moves for tomorrow's moves. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm good at lining things up. I just really suck at organization. So I have a team that's amazing at it. Wait, why is structure important? Adds clarity to business, helps target your ideal clients. Oops, that's a good topic. Keeps you on track with scaling. Okay, we already talked about scaling and how that would how it helps you scale, because it's duplicatable, guys. I think structure is another word for duplicatable, right? If you were a franchise owner for McDonald's, In-N-Out, or any other fast food place, guys, it looks the same. Again, minus a few, tweaks to fit the building, but it's the same system. It's the same thing. It's the same structure. Um, Helps target your, well, just go off of In-N-Out, right? They have such a, like, they just they hit the nail on the head when it like In-N-Out hit the nail on the head on how to structure a business, or their business, which allowed them to target their audience, their clients, right? When I go to, oh man, my things just refreshed. When I go to In-N-Out, I'm not going to In-N-Out for a burger, right? I'm going to In-N-Out for, who's messing with my stuff? Why is my stuff being messed with? Hello, I'm doing it live. Don't change the notes now. Who is messing with my stuff? You're messing with my stuff. Stop. What do you call it? So I don't go to In-N-Out for a pizza, right? I go there for a burger, fries, and a shake. It's, they have, their structure is so, like, tuned in, that their audience is so tuned in, right? You get what I'm saying? Okay. All right. For instance, Exodus, I am a fitness lifestyle brand. My target audience and the way I run Exodus is to captivate or attract people who want to live an active lifestyle. I use the word active because active can be bodybuilding. It could be walking, jogging, hiking. It could be I'm on the older side of my life, and honestly, my joints hurt, my body hurts, but I just want to move. Maybe it's young kids who want to get bigger. Maybe it's athletes. I know it sounds crazy. Now, within that structure, there's like micro structures, meaning I may attract someone who wants to do yoga, but I'm not a yoga instructor, but I have yoga instructors or teachers in Exodus, right? So they feel comfortable going to Exodus because for them, they know that we attract people who want to be active, and that active and that definition of active is individual to the person. And then from there, we can help facilitate that niche itself. All right. How businesses can best apply structure: tools, resources, research, and hard work. Can I do a shameless plug? Businesses can best apply structure by using Genovis. Boom, I did it. Shameless plug, done. Just kidding. Guys, I just wrote this down the other day and I sent it to Carrie, and I don't remember what I wrote down, and I would check my notes, but my notes happen to be on my phone. But pretty much, if I recall correctly, I said if you're a business, you need the knowledge, tools, resources, and connections. You need it. That's what Genovis provides, right? So when you're in a when you put your business in a place where you're being accountable to those things, what do you think is going to happen to your business? it's going to grow. Your business is going to grow. So what I'm trying to be, and what my team is trying to be, and what our community is trying to be, what Genovix as a whole is trying to be, is trying to be an accountability partner that provides the answers to the test. So I expect you to pass. Does that make sense? Like it's not, I mean, there's hard work and all that stuff, but my point is that, like, or maybe not the answers to the test, because that's an easy thing. Maybe I provide the house, the living room, for study time, right? Like all the friends come over and study, and we all pass together. That's a better analogy, because again, I don't want to provide I'll provide as much as I can, but in the end of the day, you have to kind of finish the race, right? Yourself. So, but my point is, like, if you surround yourself with the right people, you tend to do the right things. Same thing with business, right? If you surround yourself with a company that literally not only teaches it, it implements it, and uses it. Like what I tell you guys, I literally do myself, okay? And if I, or I have my company do, because again, some of you guys are, you just said you're not organized. Yes, but I have, like, 6 people who are. So I mean, I'm pretty organized then. I don't know, right? How Genovix can help a business improve structure. Well, we have testimonials, right? So you can go there, success stories. We have those too. And give it examples. I know I'm not supposed to read that, but I did anyway. I don't care. I'm trying to think. I feel like the testimonials and the success stories speak for themselves. But with that being said, how can Genovix, guys? I've already said this, so I'm not going to beat on a the be what's the saying go? I don't know. Anyways, if you surround yourself with the right people / company, you are going to succeed, okay? Because we implement our structure as well. We implement what we teach, and we implement it to show you that it works. Now, again, we are all on a different chapter in life. So if you, I think this is a great segue, actually, real quick, side tangent. Structure also looks like understanding where you are in business, okay? Meaning, think of a flight of stairs, right? 100 stairs. If you're on step 1, do you have the structure and the systems and the knowledge and the resources and the connections to go from step 1 to make a big giant step to step 100? No, you don't. You don't have that. It's physically impossible. And mentally, emotionally, trust me, financially, it's impossible. You don't have the systems or the structure to go from step 1 to step 100. And we need to stop teaching, these young entrepreneurs or business owners. And I don't mean in age, I just mean in general, like young guys, and you just started business. I'm a young entrepreneur, and I've been doing business for like 10 years, and I'm still a young entrepreneur. I will be a young entrepreneur probably until the day I die, because at the end of the day, I will not know everything, and things change, technology changes, knowledge, things are always advancing. So anyways, my point is this: structure is understanding where you are at in business. If you come to me and you're step 1, I can give you the best game plan for step 100, but it would not even remotely resonate with you because you wouldn't be there. For instance, let's just use financial advice example. At step 1, most of you guys mentally are broke, meaning it trickles down to everything you do. You're so mentally broke that you're mentally broke in time. I never have time to work on my business. Broke. You're so financially broke. I don't have money to invest into my business, but I do have $900 to go on a 3-day rave. But broke, right? Emotionally broke. Like, no one supports my dreams and my friends and my family, and so I don't want to do business. Broke. You're broke. And I don't mean to be mean, guys, but no one needs to support your dream until you do it. That's just how life is, right, guys? If I lie to you every day, eventually you're not gonna believe in me, right? You're not gonna believe that I have something to say. But my point is, eventually, that there's a lot of things in life that we all are guilty of. We quit our habits, we quit our hobbies, We quit our sports because we had to do something else. We quit school because we had to do something else. We quit these jobs and that job. Like you have a track record of quitting, whether it was for the right reasons or the wrong reasons, right? My point is eventually someone's going to be like, well, I don't know. And I'm not going to believe you until I see it. So my point, what I'm trying to say is some of you guys are so broke that it trickles down to everything. Now, back to the financial, full circle back to what I was trying to say is, let's just say at level one, $100 is just extremely expensive to you. You're like, $100 is my last dollar, right? But you need to spend on your business, right? That sounds like a lot of money. But imagine if I told you, if I was trying to trick you that you're at a level 100 and a level 100 is $10,000 a month you have to invest into your company. You're going to be like, you're going to give up. You're going to give up. You're going to be like, nah, I'm not doing that. I can't physically possibly make that happen, right? What do you call it? So, but that's because you're level one. Of course, me giving you the tools or the knowledge or the to-do list for level 100 is going to seem way out of your reach, because it is. Now, if you're on level 99 and you're on stair 99 and the next step is 100, it doesn't seem that bad, right? That $10,000 will seem like the $100, to you eventually. But I hope that makes sense. I hope you understand that the lack of structure means that you have the lack of understanding on where you're at in a company. Okay. Let's see. I have 2 notes. So let me see. My laptop is at 10%. So I'm really going to be fast on this one. I think the person who was trying to write my notes messed up this quote. So if you're watching this, I think this quote is not what you were trying to say. The point is, this quote said, for those who don't plan to fail. So I think that's pretty much what they were trying to say. And that's true. Without a plan, you're just going out there blindfolded, guys. And if you're going out there blindfolded, you get blindfolded results, right? What does blindfolded results mean? If I blindfold you and I say run through this maze, you're going to hit every freaking wall face first. That's kind of what happens when you don't have a plan in business. You think, I'm going to try this thing, this new shiny object syndrome, and you fall face first, and you're like, well, that sucked. I'm not going to do business anymore. Or boom, you fall into this wall, and you're like, well, this isn't meant for me. Or you hit this wall, and you're like, well, I probably should just get a 9-to-5 because it's safer, because I'm not going to be hitting face first into walls, right? That's what not having a plan looks like. You're just running around blindfolded, smacking your face in every wall. Oh wow, this is longer than I realized. This is a really good one. I'm assuming this is Carrie's. Carrie, keep this one. Do not let it go, because I think this would be great content for posting. Okay, great content for posting. So with that being said, I think I said everything I wanted to say, as my laptop is slowly dying faster and faster. I think this one Carrie wrote is going to be great for like slapping like reels and content. Guys, I have to think about content. Okay, so yeah, this is a lot longer. I already went too far. Yeah, save this for content. This looks really amazing. Great job on that. Yeah, let's break this up. This is going to be broken up into reels and maybe smaller segment lives, because some of those topics are alive in itself. Okay. I think I ended the live on accident. Oops, I think I ended the live. Oh well, okay. And I ended the live on accident. I'm on here though. That's it for today, guys. The next live is going to be technology. I don't know how that happened. I don't recall clicking. I said, whoa, this is the angle you guys had me the whole time? Gross. Why do I look so much fatter on here than I do on there? What the heck, guys? I'm on a diet too, so I'm trying to slim down. You see my chest. Look at my chesticles. But anyways, next live, guys, is going to be about technology. What a great live to do for a company that focuses on using tech to help you scale and grow your business. All right, guys. But I hope you guys got a lot out of it. I'll be honest, if you made it this far, that means you are able to withstand my brutal, like upfront approach. And I'll never demean you guys. I'll never criticize. Again, guys, I am not perfect. I don't care if I'm making $1 million a month, billions a year. It doesn't matter to me. I promise you guys, you can always, I will leave these lives up so you guys can record them later on and remind me if I ever, if I ever come out of my, how do you say, break my word when I say that. I will always remember where I come from, okay? I will never demean you guys. I will never belittle you guys. I will never not support, but I will call you out. So I just want to say this real quick, just because I'm on the topic. Understand the difference between lack of support, okay, and lack of self-belief, right? I don't need people to believe or quote unquote support me until I feel like I have proven myself for that support. A lot of you guys miss that step. What you guys are, and you guys think you guys are in that me, it's all about me generation. We all are, because we're all living in the generation. But my point is, get good at realizing when you deserve something, okay? Now, what I'm saying is lack of support versus lack of self-belief is when you don't believe in yourself, that's when you feel like the whole world doesn't support you because you don't believe in yourself. But the moment you start believing in yourself is when you start making things happen, you start accomplishing things, you start doing the things that you say you're gonna do, and guess what? Voila, people start supporting you because you actually shown them that you can do it. So anyways, guys, that was a little tangent on the side. What I was trying to say before I got there is show your love and support, guys, and comment, share this, guys. There's gonna be a time in my life where I'm gonna have the opportunity to do ads or no ads, and I will always choose the no ads. And I'm calling this right now. I mean, I'm not big yet, but one day, who knows? I never want to do ads, so I just need you guys to share it. And the more you share it, the more you get, the more value I bring you, or you guys can help feedback and comments. Tell me you suck or tell me that was good. I don't care. Just any feedback. The more you guys can help me be engaging, as the less I have to take time from you by throwing in silly ads. All right, guys. I love you guys. Talk to you guys later. I'm gonna end it on here. Boom, boom, boom. And